Very good afternoon, students. So, the most interesting question is, I believe all of you dream and you have your own world in your dreams. Your dreams are of different hues and they are beautiful. Some other times they are scary, as I have sometimes, and so are you. But at the same time, one more thing that comes in my mind is that your dreams must be consisted of so many things. It is said by Sigmund Freud, famous psychiatrist and also a famous author. He said in his book, An Interpretation of Dreams, he said that all the memories of our subconscious mind, which we have, our desires, those desires which we could not fulfill, those things that we love, those things that we like even when we are traveling, but a glance of it we could see, that glance is stored in our memory, in our subconscious memory. And that subconscious memory, during our sleep, make a collage of all these memories, these snaps which we take through our eyes. These snaps actually they are joined and they make a collage. That collage is our dream. They can create different kinds of collage, like different dreams. And those collages must be consisted of different pictures of different subject matters, of different environment, different creatures, and all other things. That is why our dreams becomes most hideous, because they are just the collage of all those things which we almost have forgotten, but they are still in our subconscious mind. That is the reason our dreams are generally hideous, awkward, different, and some other times it is scary too. Here there is exactly a boy or girl, whichever you call, and that boy or girl, of course, just like you, he or she is dreaming. And when, of course, after he or she goes to bed, just like you do, and in his dream there are so many things, especially this is a fantasy world. Probably that boy or girl, that child might have read any fantasy book, might have watched fantasy movies, or might have watched fantastic, those superficial, supernatural illustrations in book also. And that memory, that particular picture, or that particular information took a permanent space in the memory. Though in conscious mind we are occupied with so many things that we seldom give our attention to those things, but actually when we are sleeping there, when our conscious mind is dormant, our subconscious mind becomes active, and then those memories, those glances which were buried under so many conscious concerns and duties and responsibilities, they come to the surface and creates your dream. That's the same thing what is happening here. At 7 when I go to bed, I find such pictures in my head. Castles with dragons prowling around. So these pictures are nothing but the dreams of that little child. And in his dream, in the child's dream, the child is watching a beautiful castle. And at the same time, the castle is somewhat eerie. Eerie, double E, eerie, means something that is supernatural, ghostly, like that. So that eerie castle, huge, imposing castle, and that castle is full of dragons who are prowling round, who are moving without making a sound. who are guarding the castle. Gardens with magic fruits are found. There is a magical garden, fascinating magical garden inside the castle. There are magical fruits are hanging from the trees' branches. Fair ladies prisoned in a tower. And the most horrible thing is that inside the castle there is a lofty tower. And in the tower there are beautiful ladies who are confined, who are enslaved, who are imprisoned there. They cannot find the way out. They don't know how to come down. They can't even make a jump because it is lofty. They will die for sure. So they are confined there. And even if they come down, how are they supposed to escape the castle? Because this is guarded by some dragons. Another mythological creature which is generally found in Chinese mythology. Fair ladies prisoned in a tower or lost in an enchanted bower. Or there is one more thing, that is a magical groove. Once you enter into that groove, you cannot find the way out. It's like Bhul-Bhulaiya, maze. So in that labyrinth of garden, there are some other princes or some other members who have entered, but they could not find their way out. They are also roaming there here and while gallant, courageous, brave horsemen ride by streams that border all this land of dreams. They are riding on the horses. They are coming towards the castle. The castle is encircled with a stream, with a fast-flowing stream. And these gallant riders, they are trying to come across the stream, the river, and rescue the prisoners of the castle. These are gallant. That's why they are gallant. They are brave. They know that this castle is guarded by some dragons. There are magical gardens. There are magical places where from you can barely come out, but still they are coming towards the castle in order to rescue those prisoners. So gallant horsemen ride by streams that border all this land of dreams, as I told you. I find so clearly in my head at 7 when I go to bed and at 7 when I wake again. So the first 7 is in the evening, that is PM, and the next 7 when the boy is waken up. He is waking up, that is in the morning. So in the evening the boy goes to sleep, and in the morning the boy wakes up. And that's how once he is asleep, till he is awake, in between that time, during the period, his mind is occupied with beautiful dreams. That imposing castle, that awe-inspiring presence, prowling dragons, beautiful princess confined in the lofty tower. Some others are also there who cannot find their way out from an enchanted garden. And there are some horsemen, some courageous people, some brave knights. They are venturing to come inside the castle, to cross the river that guards the castle, that borders the castle. They are coming across it. They are ready to fight these dragons, and they want to rescue those princes, those fair ladies who are imprisoned in the castle. The magic land I seek in vain. Yes, once the boy is awakened, once the boy wakes up in the morning, he cannot find his magic land because his dream has ceased. A chair stands where the castle frowned. That imposing castle, the place where the castle was standing, once I open my eyes, I can see a chair only there. The carpet hides the garden ground. That velvety green garden grasses is hidden under the carpet. No fairies trip across the floor. Trip means they trade, they walk across the floor. On that garden which is hidden. And in my dream I saw so many fairies walking along the garden over those velvety green grasses. I cannot find a single one. Boots and not horsemen flank the door. The door, in place of door, there is my pair of boots. But I cannot find those horsemen who were coming from that side. Exactly, the door is the border of that room where the boy is sleeping. And the whole room is like the castle. And at the border, at its border, that is the door, there was a stream in the boy's dream. But now, here he can find only the door. And where the blue stream rippling ran is now a bath and water can. And the place where that stream was running, was flowing through the castle, that area. Here, once I turn my eyes, I can find only the bathtub with full of water and nothing else. So, in place of the castle, there is a chair. In place of the green velvety grass, there is a carpet. In place of the horsemen, there is boots. In place of the river, there is bathtub. Everything has changed once the boy opens his eyes. And where the blue streams rippling ran is now a bath and water can. I seek the magic land in vain. At 7 when I wake again. That is written by Robert Louis Stevenson. The poet is telling that once I am awakened, I cannot find that magical land. I prefer my dream, because there I perform so many things which I cannot in reality. That is the particular reason we like dreams so much. We can do those things which we cannot in reality. That can be done in our dreams. And the boy is no such exception to it. He likes his dream better and much. Why? Because this is the place, this is the kind of world where the boy wants to live in.